Hey, welcome back to Mimi's Place. I am back in the kitchen again, just doing what I love to do, and that is cook and prep food. I'm making a few appetizers and things for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, so I just thought that I'd take you along while I am making something. Today, I am making marinated mushrooms. Now, this is a very simple, easy recipe, basic ingredients, and they're ready in no time. Okay, this is what you do. You're going to thoroughly wash your mushrooms. Get some whole mushrooms or sliced if you like. I got whole mushrooms, and as you can see, I cut them into like thicker pieces so that they're easier to grab with the fork. So I'm always thinking, right? So you want to wash them thoroughly. Now, my advice, and you have to do your own research, find out what's good for you, okay? But please consider thoroughly washing your mushrooms. Mushrooms are grown in the dirt. They are a very dirty vegetable. If you just wipe them off without thoroughly rinsing under cold water, you're putting your health at risk for listeria. Okay, that's where listeria comes from. It comes from the dirt. Okay, a lot of people out there will say, well, just wipe them off with a damp cloth so they don't wrinkle. I have never had a wrinkled mushroom, and we've never had listeria from eating them. So please consider lots of cold running water. Rub your hands on each mushroom, making sure that you get all the dirt off. Okay, pat them dry or drain them, and then you're going to cut them up like this. Put them in a bowl with salt and pepper, okay? This is so easy. I mean, if you have teens and tweens that like to be in the kitchen, take them in there with you. Take them in there. Okay. Now, on this plate here, I have chopped onion, and as you can see, I didn't chop them too fine, because this is more like a nice appetizer that you want to like bite your teeth into things. I have celery, onions, and 3 cloves of garlic. So I'm going to add that to the mushroom. You just want to mix it all up well. I knew somebody who didn't have a whole bunch of containers available at the time. Now, I don't know if I would ever do it. I guess you gotta do what you gotta do, right? They actually stored them into a Ziploc bag until they had a container available. So yeah, this is that time of year where every container you have is like being taken. So, can't go wrong with a mason jar. I am gonna put a few flakes of crushed red pepper, optional. You want to, again, use a good olive oil. Okay? Be kind of generous with the olive oil. Now, when this olive oil gets cold, it's going to solidify a little bit, but that's okay. Let it sit at room temperature, and that's how you know it's the good olive oil, okay? Wine vinegar. Don't be using white. Don't use balsamic. Use wine vinegar for this. Sorry, guys. Use wine vinegar for this recipe. I thought I was seeing things. Okay. And like I said, be generous so that it's all covered. You're going to toss it real well. I'm sorry, that was a goofy mistake I made. But hey, I'm human, right? We're allowed to make mistakes. And I am just going to put some of this in a jar, in my mason jar, or you can put it all in the container. What you want to do is let it sit. You could make them like in the morning, and probably you could have them definitely in the afternoon or the evening. I had one of my aunts used to love my marinated mushrooms. I think of my Auntie Irene every time I make them. I had so many great aunts growing up. I really did. Now, this isn't going to be water bath canned, nothing. This is just going to, this isn't canning. This is just what I'm storing it in. Now, I have a lot of the marinade at the bottom of the bowl. So as you can see, this is going to make a pint. This is probably going to make 2 pints. Okay? So what I'm going to do for video purposes is I'm just going to pour some more vinegar and olive oil into this jar so that they are completely immersed, okay? And I'm going to put my lid on it. Make sure you tighten your lid, even if you're doing a container, a baggie, whatever it is you're using, a mason jar. So this is going to be part of our antipasta on Christmas Eve. And that is my marinated mushrooms, Mimi style. I hope that you try this recipe. It's really easy. Marinated mushrooms are not difficult to make. You do not have to boil them. When you boil them first or you cook them first and then you want to make marinated mushrooms, they're going to come out like rubber. That's when they taste like rubber. So do not cook these. I am going to actually link the recipe below, because I believe that if I'm going to be sharing cooking videos with you folks, then I should be sharing the recipe too. So I am going to link the recipe below in the description. I hope that you will take a chance and make some mushrooms, some marinated mushrooms. And I got more appetizers and things that I'm going to be making over the next few days that are make-aheads, so you can just put together a real nice spread on your Christmas feast. Okay, guys, so yeah. Manja.